Up next is Rebecca out of Portland. Hey, Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can we help?
I'm about to be engaged and I need advice if I should stay with my boyfriend.
You have called the right place.
Oh, jeez. It's a lot of pressure.
We
Oh, my
got
gosh.
you, Rebecca.
Oh my gosh, give us the story, Rebecca. What is happening? So you're about to be engaged. You know this.
I know
Rachel
this
has
because he
never
ordered
missed an
the ring
episode.
last week.
Rachel has never missed an episode of The Bachelor. We have got you. Okay, go for it. Go for it.
So we've been dating for a year and a half. My boyfriend is a recovering addict. He's 4 years sober. A month ago, he lapsed back into youth. Fast forward to last night, and I found out that he still has $10,000 in medical debt that I thought he had paid off. Anytime we've talked about those two situations, he's ended the conversation by saying, "I knew I shouldn't have told you about it." I love this man fiercely, but I'm really scared right now, and I need some advice.
Yeah.
So, a couple of things. So he struggles with addiction, okay? That, for me, isn't a reason to say I'm out, right? And 4 years sobriety and having a rough day or, taking some steps back, that's something that if you choose to engage in a marriage, you know what you're getting into, and you've probably got addictive tendencies of your own, and we're going to work through this together. The part that has given me some significant pause that I think is the killer of relationships is secrets. This idea that I'm going to have an alternative life underneath my marriage, and I'm going to have things that I keep in my drawers that she doesn't know about or he doesn't know about. And secrets, there's a biology to secrets. Secrets kill you and they kill relationships. And so there's a deception and dishonesty here. I'm hiding stuff from you, right? That's the part that, man, I think your instincts, not saying you need to call this thing off, but I think there needs to be a truth-telling time. Like, no more secrets, no more. I don't like that impulse. I knew I shouldn't have told you.
Yeah, because Rebecca, when he says that, is it because if you can like be self-aware enough to know, are you defensive about, like, are you coming at
Do you
him?
fly off the handle, get mad at him?
Is it like that, or is it you're just asking questions and trying to care for him and he still has that reaction? Like, what are those conversations like?
I'm a pragmatist, so when we have those kinds of conversations, I listen and then I try to find a solution. So that conversation last night ended because he said, this debt is old. It's not affecting my credit score anymore. I don't have to deal with it. That the collectors aren't calling me anymore. And I said, it's still debt. You need to pay it off.
Did you said when you were talking to us that you thought it was gone? Did you think it was gone because it's a story you told yourself, or did he lie to you?
That's a great question. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure he told me he paid it off, or
Okay.
at least that's how it came across, that he wasn't in debt anymore.
So the language you're using right now suggests y'all might be in a pretty common relational pattern, as people often marry or get into a relationship with people who struggle with addiction because they are fixers, or in your words, you're pragmatists. And I want you to be very careful about seeing him as somebody to fix instead of somebody to be with. And often he may come to you with, I need you just to listen to me. I want you to hear me. I'm struggling. I'm hurting. And he's not asking for, what do I do next? He's probably a really smart guy that's had to be pretty self-reflective to have gone through 4 years of sobriety. He really needs his fiance, his girlfriend, his wife, his partner, his best friend to sit with him and just say, this sucks. Can I hold your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? All this is saying y'all need to have a couple of hard, no more secrets, truth-telling conversations. And he may have more secrets like, here's what I need. I need you to not try to fix me. And you may have secrets like, I need you to never lie to me, never withhold from me, or this relationship's not going to work. You're going to run into a brick wall at some point, right?
What's the probability of him relapsing?
Oh, I mean, I think that would be anybody who's going to give you that kind of. I don't I don't know him. I don't know what he's struggling with. There's no way to say that, right? And I think your pragmatist wants a percentage, right?
Yeah.
You're like, is it a 42% or a 17.7%?
But also for her sake, though,
Yeah.
walking into a lifelong committed relationship with
Mhm.
someone, what is that? How do you walk down that path knowing I'm going to choose someone, which everyone's broken, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it obviously
Everyone's struggling. Yeah.
it comes out in different ways.
But cocaine
But
is
for-
different
for-
than heroin. It's different than alcohol. It's different than pornography. It's different from smoking, right?
Yeah.
So, and trauma is different than people who work 140 hours a week.
Right.
So it's
So if you're
it's a
going into a
broad range.
relationship with knowing this, though, for her sake, what are the questions you would be asking?
It's
What
cre-
are the things that
it's a
you
great
dig
question.
into for her to her feel sad? Because what I'm hearing from you, Rebecca, because I'm not a trained therapist, this is why I have John next to me, is I'm like, okay, if he's been 4 years, that's amazing, and I'm going to celebrate that. But he's gone down once. Is he going to go down now every single week for the rest of our marriage? Like,
Sure.
do you know what I mean? Like, you kind of go down that road, and what do you do? What is?
And that's an anxiety. It's trying to grab control. I want to
Yes.
figure out the next thing for the
Feeling it
rest
for
of
you, Rebecca.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on a set of core agreements that we're going to all be a part of and towards a life that we want to build, right? So when you sit down with a builder and you say, I want to use the top of the top cabinets. I want the top of the top. Then they're going to go shop and get them, right? So y'all are going to create a series of relational boundaries and actions and agree to them. This is who we are. We are always going to tell the truth. Even if you have a relapse,
Yeah.
you're going to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You will never hide things from me. And that means when you need something different from the way I'm treating you, you got to tell me. Because that's a secret. That's a lie if you don't tell me. And I promise to, right? So y'all are going to create a series of behaviors that you will commit to and that you will double down on. And then you will deal with life as it comes, right? And that I think we focus so much on the goals and the outcomes. If you have one more cigarette, I'm out of here. Why does that person have to smoke? Maybe we've created a home that's so tense and so toxic and so hard and not
Yeah.
dealing with old stuff, right? So let's create an ecosystem where we can both survive and live.
That's so
right?
good.
And so let's start there. But I think it starts with everybody sitting down in a room and looking at each other and saying, it's time to be honest. Time to turn the lights on. Let's be honest.
So good. Thanks for the call, Rebecca. This is The Ramsey Show.